Hi everyone, I'm Kathleen. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a vegan cauliflower queso from siafoodies.com. And I was really excited to find this recipe because I made the orange cauliflower dish this week that's on my site. I highly recommend it on my channel. Anyways, it's truly like my favorite recipe right now. So I had some additional cauliflower, so we're going to use it today to make delicious queso. So the first thing you're going to do is take 2 cups of chopped cauliflower, and we're going to add it to some boiling water. And then we're going to do a half a cup of chopped carrots, which is going to give it that orangey cheese color. And this is great, especially if you are sensitive to dairy. Yeah, that's going to be more than a half. All right, so there's going to be no dairy. There are some cashews, 1/4 cup of whole cashews, and I use Kirkland as a Costco brand. And these are organic. They're not roasted, they're raw. They're delicious, and Kirkland Costco has great prices. So we're going to do this, bump up the heat for 20 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I boiled the cashews and cauliflower and carrots for about 20 minutes. You want to make sure it's fork tender, and it's fine if they're falling apart because they're going in a blender, but you definitely don't want them raw at all. And then we're going to pour out the water, but we're going to save a cup of the water, which is, for me, sometimes hard to remember. So I'm just putting my strainer over a pot. I just automatically dump into the sink without thinking sometimes. Like that. And then I'm just gonna shake that out, put it on a plate. I'm gonna save 1 cup of this water for our dip. Okay. Now we're going to transfer this over to the blender, Vitamix. I might have gotten a little too much. I'll just use it. Okay, so we got cashews, cauliflower, and carrots. Very hot. Be careful. And then I'm going to add in a cup of the water. A little bit thicker than just using a regular cup of water, which I'm sure would be fine also. Okay, we'll start with that. Now we're going to add in, if you do salt, it does ask for a teaspoon of salt. You can reduce it or omit it. And then you're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon, excuse me, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And of course you can omit whatever doesn't work for you. It does call for a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and I'm omitting that just to have a little less spice. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of ground mustard, which I've been using a lot lately in recipes. And it really is delicious, and it doesn't have any vinegar like condiment mustard. All right, we are gonna make sure the lid is very sealed because it's so hot. You know, and now we're gonna blend it. Once I get the lid on. Okay, that could have been a disaster. Okay, and as long as the vegetables have been boiled, it should blend pretty easily like this. So here we go. Okay, we're gonna pause it. And then, oh good, I'm gonna have Wade zoom in. We're gonna add our nutritional yeast. And it calls for a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. So this is from Bragg's nutritional yeast. It is high in B12. Some people are a little sensitive to it, so I'm going to reduce it just a little bit. I'm just going to do a couple tablespoons here. And that'll give it that cheesy flavor and coloring. Start again. Okay, and because we soaked the cashews, oh wow, doesn't that look fun? I love it. I love helping people get off dairy, because when I was eating dairy, I had asthma, allergies, and allergies, asthma, and acne, the 3 A's, and had no idea it was from the mucus and hormones in dairy. So I'm going to show you 2 different scenarios here. This is just serving it as a dip with some yummy chips. You can do your favorite crackers. You can make it healthy with some veggies. And you can just keep it in a Tupperware for a few days until you use it up. And then you can, I'm going to just do a little tomato here and garnish it with some cilantro to add a little color. Gosh, it smells delicious. And then, so there's one option. I'm going to try this today. I have baked these potatoes. I did it at 400 in foil for an hour, and then just a can of black beans rinsed, heated them up on the stove. This isn't going to be quite as pretty, but a little healthier option is to pour it on a baked potato, you know, with or without beans. And then I'm going to add some fresh salsa. And this is my first time to do this, but I think it's going to be delicious, and I'm hoping I'm going to add it into my meal repertoire because it's very easy and super healthy. No fat, excuse me, except for the cashews. No oil, I should say. All right. So here are 2 options for the cauliflower queso. And then you can be creative and let me know what you do with it. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. And as always, thank you for saving animals with your food choices. If you ever have any questions about anything about being vegan, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to help you. Have a great week.